we are not against the Biafra movement or any Igbo man. I posed this question yesterday. I say, ask yourself, who in Nigeria is enjoying it? Good water, good road, good school, good education, good hospitals. Nobody is enjoying all these things in Nigeria. Nobody. So, but how is it possible that an Igbo man, a Hausa man, Yoruba man, the rest of the minority were all suffering the same problem? How is it possible that an Igbo man managed to turn this situation to make it look as if it's only Igbo people that are the victim in that country? This is my question to you. Just try to answer me. How did you manage to turn the entire situation around to make you look as if you are the victim? We are all victims in this system. We are all victims of this mismanagement of the government mismanagement. Nobody's enjoying the country. Nobody. So you make it look as if you are the only one suffering in the country, as if you're the only one suffering from ethnocentrism, as if you're the only one suffering from the as if you're the only one suffering from the Hausa man. Look, the Hausa man, an ordinary Hausa man is not your enemy. Your enemy is the Nigerian government. You need to identify precisely who is giving you that problem. And the earlier you identify your enemy, the better it is for you to channel your energy towards resolving some of this problem. I tell you that the problem we have in Nigeria is not about all these things. We need to hold our government accountable so that they can solve some of this problem. They are in the right position to create a cultural revolution, a nation transformation program that can be able to, stop all these problems that we are facing every day, but they are not doing it. So we as citizens, we have the responsibility to hold them responsible, hold them accountable. But if we turn against each other and start killing each other because our government are messing up, I don't even understand that. Use your upper very well, because Nnamdi Kanu is using Nigerians. He's using all these Igbo people, using their destiny to shine himself. Ask yourself, what deal did he sign with which government? Is it the referendum, or are they giving him a separate nation? He said, give us Biafra or dead. That's what he said. Now he's telling us that the deal is signed. Who did he sign the deal with? Ask yourself this question. This guy is working for his pocket. Don't come and attack me. I told you yesterday that a lot of people lost millions during the stay-at-home strike that they did. Stay at home.
That's right.
So many commerce, so many businesses, a lot of people lost millions of money because that day, every buying and selling stopped. People stopped using. A lot of shops were closed. So transaction altered. That's not a very smart thing. And who is suffering from this is the poor masses. The Nigerian government is not affected by this. Nnamdi Kanu is not affected either. The people that are suffering this are the traders, are the poor masses that are suffering from this. I also gave you another example of South Africa yesterday. I said in South Africa right now, they have 54 million people. And the only people that are governing, the only people that are really, really holding the entire country by the balls like this are the little white minority. They own the land, they own almost every part of the economy, and they are controlling the entire country. You see? That's what makes the difference. So having an economic power is very important. So you need to dominate the economy, not just political power. Right now, you don't have any economic power. You don't have the political power. What do you have? What do you have? So to have an economic power is very easy to start. You can start now by building private industry, building private, take private industries and build individuals. Somebody like some motto, build industries like that, make huge amount of money. You will need to have like 100 billionaires that are Igbo in Nigeria. This should be your objective. This should be your concrete economic plan. Set it up. Set up such an economic plan right now and start it and see what will happen. The moment these individuals are becoming buoyant and making their money in that country, we have people like Koshikaris and a lot of Igbo billionaires that are in the US everywhere, and they're making business and they are prospering. You need to encourage this kind of entrepreneurship. Igbo people are natural entrepreneurs. They're already making their business, they're making money already. So come up with an economic plan. Start with an economic plan the way it is in South Africa. How is it possible that little white minority can be able to occupy the economy, they can be able to control the economy?
Let me come in there, Innocent.
Yes.
You have, your points are very valid. All of your points. And you and I share this outlook when it comes to this Nigeria Biafra issue.
Yes.
The South African case and the Igbo secession there are two unique issues. The
That's
first,
true.
the South African case is apartheid at its worst, you know, uh, at its worst case scenario. The Boers, this minority white people, if you read the South African history as much as you know it,
Yes. Yeah.
they were in charge of the whole political, economic structure and what have you. And your black majority, making up about 80% of the people there or more, had just 13% of the land. The means of production was not in their hands. And then but they thought that political power and redemption from this oppression or this
Yes.
separation that these people are practicing, separate hood, appetite. That's what it means. Separateness, separate hoods,
Yes. Yes.
would give them, they could translate this political power into economic power. But it doesn't work that way.
It
Yes, the
doesn't.
white minority relinquished power and gave them that
Yes.
political power, but the economic power stayed in their hands.
In your hands.
How can 7 to 13% of the population own 70% of the land?
80% even. 80%.
You see, how can 7 to 13%, between 7 to 13% of the people, how can they own? And wealth is generational. It passes through the same hands.
Exactly. They pass it
Just
through.
like poverty,
And the
communicable.
black South Africans are suffering.
Yeah, just like poverty. But the Igbo case here is a little bit different. What Nnamdi Kanu and the likes are doing are using this as a yardstick to stir up Igbo nationalism. Okay, making it look like the issue that we all have as Nigerians. Okay, the poverty that hits everybody in that country. They capitalize on that to project their Igbo nationalist ideology. They are not different from the Yorubas who think they're superior or who think they're first in the land or smarter than everybody else. They are also not different from the Northerners. You see, the problem, the whole idea of Biafra, it's not just economic redemption or economic freedom or independence. It is a nationalist movement. It is an Igbo nationality. It is an Igbo nationalism at work. So when they say Biafra, 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 those of us who are not, look, I respect nationalism. Okay, I do not want any tribe to lose itself, its identity. Okay, it is what makes us beautiful as Nigeria. It's the mosaic that's Nigeria. It is what makes us beautiful. But when one tribe wants to stand tall ahead of the others, or above the others, it doesn't work. The Igbos are guilty of that. The Hausas are guilty of that, and the Yorubas as well. True. These three dominant tribes. So
yes,
the reason why I do not support the Biafra movement are those two reasons. First, it is not a movement for a federation that would have equals in the Biafra, the new Biafran state. It is an Igbo nationalism at its core.
How about the minorities living in the Igbo land?
Yes, and
what will happen to them? What will happen?
Thank you very much. So yesterday I said, from a realist perspective, that we cannot be certain of what the Igbo majority would do in a Biafran state with